All right, first and foremost, give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahshua, Ba'ashem, Kakodash, the honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone who rule well, and was worthy to be counted for double honors. And peace, I taste you brothers out there pushing the truth wholeheartedly and sincerely and for the love of the gospel. All right, so brother Gabaria from the Indiana camp, come back as you get one another sit down to basically talk about are there men on this planet Earth that are speaking 100% truth? All right, and first and foremost, I'm gonna go ahead and jump straight into the scripture. This is Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse 15. It says, "And I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding." All right, see, so the Lord has particular men out here, pastors, which if you look at that word, it goes back into the word pasture, or which means that if you know what pasture is, it's basically a plot of grass that sheep and cattle graze upon. All right, and we all know who is a representation of the sheep, the Lord's elect. All right, so the Lord's elect is coming to graze upon that pasture, which is pastor. All right, so the understanding of that is pastors are supposed to feed the sheep. All right, with what? With knowledge and understanding. All right, so if a sheep comes up with a question and asks a question, that pastor is supposed to basically answer it. All right, with scripture. All right, that's feeding the sheep. That's what Yahweh Shah was talking about when Peter asked him. When he asked Peter, "Does thou love me?" All right, if you love me, then feed my sheep. Okay, so that's the understanding of the word pastor. All right, it says, "According to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding." All right, so the Lord actually has men out here on this earth that's going to feed his sheep with knowledge and understanding. All right, so does those men that the Lord has out here, are they going to give any bad knowledge? Are they going to give any false doctrine? Are they going to give any guile to the sheep if they do not have the 100% truth? Because you got to think, if a person has a question of any aspect, you got to think, people has millions of questions, and every question that they answer, is it going to be 100% true? All right, and if it is going to be 100% true, does that man that answering that question, does that make his doctrine, does that make what he believe in 100% true, or does it make it false? Because oh yeah, but you didn't ask me this question, you didn't ask me that question, So we're gonna get the understanding on that. But first of all, because the word guile basically means false, What is it? Amos, I believe. I want to get the one here. I spelled guile wrong. I think it's G-L-I. G-I-L. Guile. Here it is. So I like that one. Look at the Psalms 34 and 13. It says, "Keep thy tongue from evil and thy lips from speaking guile." All right. So we already know, guile and evil is hand in hand. So you gotta keep your tongue from speaking that. All right. You don't supposed to be speaking guile. You're not supposed to be speaking evil. All right. Which ultimately is what? False doctrine. Okay. Now in Psalms 32 and 2. It says, "Blessed is the man unto whom the Lord imputeth not sin." See, so the Lord has men on this planet Earth that he's imputed not sin. All right. So no matter what they do, their sins are going to be forgiven. All right. Guess what? But those people don't even know that. So they're not just going to go out there and sin willy-nilly. Be like, oh, if I'm part of the elect, my sins are going to be forgiven. Oh, I'm part of the elect, my sins are going to be forgiven. Because guess what? One, they don't even know if they're part of the elect or not. Because the Lord can destroy you for that. Because what? The wages of sin is death. So a man of the Lord is not going to have that type of mind state. A man of the Lord is not going to let his sins weigh him down. Which means what? The sins that's unpreventable, they're not going to let those sins weigh them down. They're going to still teach this word. They're going to still have that strong demeanor and teach this word faithfully, man, but humbly also, because they know they do sin like everyone else, man. But guess what? Ultimately, that their sins are actually forgiven already. Okay. Now it says, "Blessed is the man whom the Lord imputeth not sin." It's like imputeth not iniquity, which is sin, which is basically multitudes of sins. It says, "In whose spirit there is no guile." All right. So there's men on this planet Earth that, one, their sins are their iniquities are imputed through the Lord, and there is no guile in their spirit. All right, which means what? They're gonna have a beautiful spirit. The things that they're gonna say, that spiritual is gonna be 100% true, man. Because if guile is evil and guile is bad, then if the Lord put no guile in that spirit, then guess what? You don't have no bad, no wickedness in that spirit, man. All right, which means what? The things the things that person teaches, it's gonna be 100% correct. Okay. Let me see this. This is this is a problem of deceive the soul, for the mouth of the wicked and the mouth of the open against them. It's like your brothers. Give me like 2 seconds. I'm looking for a scripture. Where is that? Well, let me get this one here. Let me get the one in Revelations then, because it's one in the Old Testament I want to get. I want to say it's somewhere where the minor prophets is at. This is Revelation chapter 14 and verse 4. It says, "These were they that were not defiled with women," which is women is what? The false doctrine. All right? Which means what? They're not going to be teaching that false doctrine. It says, "For they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb whitherso they goeth." All right, and the word virgin basically means pure, man. All right? It does not mean they slept with women, or stuff like that, because the scriptures talks about our children, our women, going to be saved. All right. So these virgins is not talking about the actual virgins. They're not having sex with women. Okay. It says these are they that follow them whitherso he goeth. Where it says these were redeemed among men, being the first fruits unto Yahweh and to the Lamb. See, so there's men out here that are not gonna be defiled with women, man. That's not gonna be teaching false doctrine. All right, that's gonna be teaching 100% doctrine. All right, it says and in their mouths was found no guile. It says for they are without fault before the throne of Yahweh. See, they are without fault. Now are these men? Are these men perfect in the eyes of Yahweh? Yes, they are. They're perfect. But are they perfect in their actions? Were they perfect every single walk that they made? Technically, no, because what? They sinned, they went off, But guess what? Through their words, through their sacrifices, guess what? They're made perfect now, Through the 100% truth, through the forsaking of all, they're made perfect. They're made righteous, man. All right. The Lord, it's basically an A for effort, man. They did everything they possibly could to be righteous and to be whole. Then guess what? The Lord still accepted them, even though they went off here and there, and even though they went off on this and they went off on that. Which means when I say went off, I'm talking about sinning. Oh yeah, we're not supposed to wear mixed fabrics. I wear mixed fabrics. There's nothing I can do about it. Slaki, I hope you forgive me. And the Lord said, yes, I do forgive you. There's four. You are perfect. All right. Now it says somewhere else where it says and there was not a lying a lying tongue in their mouths. They put a lying in tongues. A lie in the mouth, I mean. And in their father mouth worketh ruins. Lying. Deceit. You know what? I think it's deceitful tongue. There it is. Micah. Tawada, how about you? Shot Tawada. I'm on Micah 6:11. It says, shall I count them pure with the wicked balance and with the bag of deceitful way? For the rich man thereof are full of violence, and in the habitation thereof have spoken lies, and their tongue is deceitful in their mouths. Therefore, this is not what I wanted. Slocky. Oh, Zephaniah. That's what it was. Thawada. It says, this is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 12. It says, I will also leave in the midst of thee an afflicted and poor people, and they shall trust in the name of the Lord, and the remnant of Israel shall not do iniquity, nor speak evils. Neither shall a deceitful tongue be found in their mouths, for they shall feed and lie down, and none shall make them afraid. See? So it's men on this planet Earth that's what? Shall not do iniquity, nor speak lies, nor shall a deceitful tongue be in their mouths, man. Which means what? They're going to be 100% righteous through their words, man. Their words that they speak is going to be completely on point, all right? They're going to believe in Yahweh Bashim Yashah, and the things that they teach is all going to make sense, all right? And even if it doesn't make sense to you right then and there, give it time for the Lord to allow you to open your mind. And guess what? I promise you, it's going to make sense later on, man, in the latter time. There's things that there's things I never even thought of to go into. But yet, when I had patience and waited till the Lord when the Lord had patience, and until I had patience and waited till the Lord to open my mind, he did, man. It was one time where I just went into the book of such, and then the Lord just gave me the whole breakdown. I'm like, oh my God. I ain't say to me personally where I just read it. Of course I watched the videos and got taught it, but I was able to understand it, to receive it now. Now I can receive it. Now I'm able to teach it, you know? But at first, when I first got into the truth, I tried to understand it. Even though watching the videos and seeing a brother break it down, I'm like, I'm not getting this. For some reason, it's just not clicking, you know? Now it's clicking, you know? So, and there's a reason why I have not named no groups. It's because I want the viewer out here that's watching this video, you try to narrow it down, man. You narrow it down to which group do you think it is that's saying this, man, that has the 100% truth, all right? Because according to the scriptures, there is a group out there that has 100% truth, all right? I'm not gonna say it's GOCC. I'm not gonna say it's GMS. I'm not gonna say it's ISUPK. I'm not gonna say none of that. I'm gonna let you look around, look at all the